Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Nombi, and it's great to have you all back here for another video. So today we're going to be talking about something that's very near and dear to my heart. As a certified gym girly, certified gym rat, I get questions. I get these questions all the time, like from my friends, from family, from people who see my posts. They always ask me, how do I do it? Like, how do I get myself to go to the gym? How do I stay disciplined? And how do I stay consistent? And the one thing that I would like us to talk about today is actually how going to the gym, being disciplined in the gym, helps you build mental fortitude. So if that's something that you're interested in learning about, stay tuned. We're gonna get right into it. So strength isn't just about lifting weights or running that marathon, running long distances, but true strength comes from the mind, and it starts in the mind. Now, when you walk into the gym, you're not just training your body, you're training your mind. And mental fortitude, just like a muscle, gets stronger the more you work on it. Now, I remember this one day, my sister and I were at the gym doing our thing as usual, and I saw these two girls. They were, I don't know, in their early 20s or whatever, and they looked very lost. I think maybe it was their first or second time there, and they just stood there like looking at us, staring at my sister and I. And then me being me, I was like, hey guys, are you okay? Can I help you with anything? And they were like, oh no, like we're just so shocked, like how are you guys able to do this? For how long have you been working out? And we told them like, no, we've been working out since like 2020. We started at home, and then from there we came to the gym. And they were asking us like, okay, like how do you stay disciplined? How do you stay consistent? And it's just like, I know that people want you to give them some sort of a shortcut or some sort of a hack, like how there's a hack for everything these days. But when it comes to your physical strength, when it comes to building mental fortitude, unfortunately there's no hack for it. Unfortunately there's no shortcut. But excuse me, it's just about being in the gym every day. It's about going even when you don't feel like it. That's where the magic happens. On the days when you really feel like, I'm tired, I'm genuinely tired, I don't feel like going today, and you push through it, you push through that feeling, and you push yourself to go to the gym. That's when you start building mental fortitude. And with every single rep that you are doing, with every single set that you're doing, it's not easy, guys. I think that when people see you in the gym, like when people are looking at you, like how those girls were looking at us, they were like, oh my gosh, you guys are making making it look easy. It looks so easy for you. You're doing mountain climbs, you're doing you're doing squats, you're doing thrusts, you're doing this. It's not easy. Even now, being at the gym is not easy, and I don't think that it will ever be easy. For those people that have been in the gym for like whatever, like 20 years, I think even for them it's not easy. It's not an easy thing, but it's because you've built that mental fortitude, and you've built that kind of discipline. So you just push through it. It's about pushing through it. You push through the pain even though, excuse me, even though it hurts. All right, like being at the gym hurts, lifting those weights it hurts, but it's genuinely about just pushing through it. Because when you push through it, that's when you're not only building your physical strength, but you're building mental fortitude, and you're also building your resilience, right? So it's not about ignoring or pretending that it doesn't hurt. We're not out there just like, haha, this doesn't hurt. No, but it's about accepting and embracing the pain, because you understand that it's bringing you growth. It's making your muscles grow. It's making you stronger, and it's making you stronger up here. So there are some situations that I've gone through in my life, or found myself in my life, that I would not have been able to make it through if I didn't have mental fortitude and resilience. I'm telling you now, if some people can, find out what I found out, or if some people could go through what I went through, they would be in depression, or just like be in a bad place for like a long time. But because going to the gym and building mental fortitude has helped me realize that life is gonna life, guys. Life is going to require you to be strong. Life is going to require you to bounce back. Life is going to require you to pick yourself up and dust yourself off and start over. And sometimes it's going to require you to do that quickly. So you're doing yourself a massive favor by committing to yourself, and just do it. There's no shortcut and there's no hack. The only thing that's there is just stop whining about it. Stop saying that it hurts. Stop saying that this is difficult, because it's difficult for everyone. There isn't like a single person that can sit here and say that, going to the gym is like easy for me, or even life is easy for me. Even the richest person in the world, they go through things. Everyone as I said, lives, regardless of who the hell you are, where you're from, we all go through difficult situations. We all go through things, and the only way that you're going to make it past those things is by having mental fortitude and doing what you have to do to get through it. Doing what you gotta do, like you just have to do what you gotta do, guys. There's no silver lining, or I don't know, maybe silver lining isn't the right word to use, but there isn't any hack, there isn't any shortcuts. It just is what it is. You have to do what you have to do. So there's a Zulu saying, "Mangabuyeka uzoba mthwalo kabani," because honestly, so what that translates to is, if you quit, whose burden are you going to become? And I feel like this is so profound, because I think sometimes we don't realize or think about it in that way, like, okay, so if I quit, now this is not only just about your physical journey, your physical health journey rather, but if you quit in life, whose burden are you going to become? Your parents, your siblings, your husbands? Like, whose burden are you about to become? Because everyone's going through their own shit. Like, no one has time to be carrying their shit and someone else's shit. So if you quit, whose burden are you trying to become? Let's just sit with that a little bit. Like, whose burden are you trying to become? So better just pick yourself up and try again. And if you've been struggling with your fitness journey, pick yourself up and try again. And this time, be more disciplined. This time, make a commitment to yourself. And it's very strange to me that people oh my gosh, excuse me, guys. I've got like a tickle in my throat. It's strange to me that people want other people to commit to them, right? we want to be in these amazing relationships with these amazing men or with these amazing women, and we want them to commit to us at, whenever we, at the end of the day, we want to get married and all of that. But it's like, how are you expecting someone else to commit to you when you are failing to commit to yourself? How are you out here expecting someone else to give you their all and to be in this lifelong relationship with you where they keep trying even though things are hard? They keep on, staying by your side even when you go through difficult situations. They keep on supporting you. They're like your biggest supporter and all of that, when you are not giving that to yourself. You're not doing that for yourself. So how can you expect some man that you meet in your 20s that has his own shit, his own traumas, his own burdens? How do you expect him to do that for you when you yourself are not doing it for yourself? You're not doing it for you. You go to the gym 1 week, you quit. Oh, guys, it hurts. I don't want to do this. You're in the gym, you're complaining. I always see people like that. I hate that shit so much. We'll be in like a class doing boot camp or whatever, and then people are complaining, oh, I can't do this. My knees hurt. I can't do. Like, why did you come here? Why are you here? Just so that people, you can post and say, oh, I've been to the gym, but like you did jack shit, and you have not trained your muscles, you have not trained your mind, you have not your resilience is still exactly where it was. So like, how, you can't expect someone else to commit to you if you are still unable to commit to yourself. That's the point that I'm trying to make here. So commit to yourself, commit to your personal development, become obsessed with it. Actually become obsessed with being the best version of yourself. Become obsessed with building mental fortitude, being mentally strong. Do whatever it takes, because I promise you, if you talk to anyone that's been going to the gym for a while, they're gonna tell you that it's not just about aesthetics. Like, yes, it might start off about, just about aesthetics, like maybe you want to lose weight, or you're trying to tone up, or you're trying to whatever, get a six-pack, or whatever the case might be. But as you're in the gym, you realize that, damn, this mindset starts bleeding into other aspects of your life, and it just completely changes the way that you approach situations, and it completely changes the way that you do things. Because instead of crying about it, look, I'm not saying that you shouldn't cry about things now, come on, but instead of crying about situations that you might find yourself in, you cry about it, okay, but then I have to move on. I need to finish this set. I need to pick myself up. I need to dust myself off. I need to keep moving. And this is something that I always say, no one can give you this, and therefore no one can take this away from you. No one can take this mental strength, this mental fortitude away from me, because it's something that I've built for myself, and it's been hard, it's been difficult, it's been not fun, but I've given that to myself. Like, it's a gift that I've given to me, for me, and therefore no one can ever take that away from me. With every set and every rep, you're building mental strength. It's a reminder that you can handle more than you think, and the more that you show up for yourself, the more you challenge yourself, the more you learn that your limits are just illusions. And this is why I try to push myself to crazy extremes. I always try to push myself. I engage in extreme sports. I just went bungee jumping off like the world's highest bridge in December. And when people saw that, they were like, oh my gosh, you're crazy, I would never do that. Weren't you scared? Of course I was scared. Like, what kind of question is that? You can see from the video, I'll try and get it and like put it here, that I was terrified. I was terrified. But this is also where the mental fortitude thing comes in. I was like, because I feel this fear, I know that this fear is not real. This is not a real thing. I know that nothing's going to happen to me. I'm not going to die. I'm not going to get hurt. There's been thousands of people that have done this before me. So it's just an illusion. Fear is just an illusion. So just as much as I pushed through that set, yesterday, I'm going to push through this. I closed my eyes and I just jumped, and it was an amazing experience. And that's why I put myself through those type of things. That's why I push myself to limits that other people wouldn't want to push themselves to, because they're scared. And it's just like, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. As I know we've all heard that saying many times, and we all say it, but this is the truth. Like, whoever coined this saying is like amazing, because truly what does not kill you can only make you stronger. It only builds your mental fortitude. It only builds your resilience. So the next time you're lifting those weights and about to run your last kilometer, remember that it's not just about physical strength or aesthetics. It's about becoming unbreakable physically and mentally. So we've reached the end of our little pep talk for today. I hope that you guys don't hate me, but have taken into account everything that I've said. And make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and to share this video with anyone that you think might benefit from hearing what I had to say today. Remember to stay present, to stay grounded, and I'll see you in our next video. Bye.